In May 2022, $40 billion vanished in 72 hours. The math was supposed to be foolproof. The official story is simple. Terra's Luna token crashed because of panic selling. Investors got scared, dumped their coins, and a death spiral followed. The algorithm couldn't keep up. Classic crypto volatility. But that explanation collapses the moment you examine the actual mechanics. Terra launched in 2018 as a blockchain project with a specific goal: create a stable coin called USD that wouldn't fluctuate like other cryptocurrencies. Most stable coins are backed by real dollars in a bank vault. USD was different. It was algorithmic. The mechanism worked like this. USD maintained its $1 peg through arbitrage. If USD dropped below $1, you could burn $1's worth of Luna tokens and receive 1 USD in return. If USD rose above $1, you could burn 1 USD and get $1's worth of Luna. The algorithm was supposed to always incentivize traders back to equilibrium. By 2021, Terra had grown to a $40 billion ecosystem. USD had become one of the largest algorithmic stable coins in existence. The network was generating returns of 20% annually through a savings protocol called Anchor. Investors poured money in. The system appeared bulletproof. Here's where the accepted narrative usually ends, and most people stop asking questions. But the mechanism had a hidden dependency. It assumed Luna tokens would always retain value. It assumed arbitrage traders would always have the capital to execute trades. It assumed fear wouldn't override logic. In May 2022, a large withdrawal from Anchor Protocol triggered the first crack. USD dropped below $1. The arbitrage mechanism kicked in. Traders began burning USD and receiving Luna in return. But the sheer volume was unprecedented. Luna's price began to fall. As Luna fell, the arbitrage math became worse. $1 of Luna was now worth 80 cents, then 50 cents. Traders needed more Luna tokens to maintain the peg, so they printed more. The more they printed, the faster the price fell. The faster it fell, the more they had to print. This is the actual mechanism of the death spiral. Not panic, not a market crash. A mathematical inevitability baked into the design. Once USD lost its peg, the algorithm guaranteed Luna's destruction. The system had no circuit breaker, no pause mechanism, no human override. By May 12th, Luna had fallen from $80 to $30. By May 13th, it hit $1. By May 14th, it was trading for fractions of a cent. The entire $40 billion ecosystem evaporated, not because of market panic, because the algorithm was operating exactly as designed. The real collapse wasn't algorithmic failure. It was algorithmic success. The system worked perfectly. The problem was the system itself. Algorithmic stable coins require perpetual growth to maintain stability. They require constant confidence. They require participants to believe in the mechanism even when the mechanism is destroying itself. Luna's founder, Do Kwon, had dismissed concerns about the design. He'd tweeted assurances days before the collapse. He'd promised the mechanism was sound. But sound mechanisms don't require faith. They don't require constant growth. They require reserves. Traditional stable coins like USD and USD hold actual dollars in bank accounts. One token equals $1 because a bank verified it. Algorithmic stable coins hold nothing. They hold a promise. They hold a mechanism. When the mechanism fails, there's nothing underneath. The Luna collapse didn't happen because of human error or bad timing. It happened because the architecture was fragile by design. The algorithm couldn't distinguish between a temporary price dip and a terminal collapse. It responded the same way to both. It printed tokens. It destroyed itself. Investors lost approximately $40 billion in market value. Many had believed they'd found a way to earn yield without risk. They'd found instead a mathematical trap disguised as innovation. The trap was always there. It required only the right conditions to spring. The Terra Luna collapse demonstrated something fundamental about algorithmic systems. Elegance is not the same as stability. Clever is not the same as safe. A mechanism that works in good times can fail catastrophically when conditions change. This wasn't a fraud. No one stole the money. The system didn't have an escape hatch for insiders. It was worse than fraud. It was a trap that worked exactly as intended, destroying value according to its own logic. The Luna case became a watershed moment in cryptocurrency skepticism. It proved that novelty doesn't equal improvement. It proved that mathematical elegance can hide structural fragility. It proved that some failures aren't accidents. They are features. Understanding Luna matters not because it was unique, but because it wasn't. The mechanics that destroyed it exist in other systems. The assumptions that failed are replicated elsewhere. The lesson is that complexity can hide fragility until the moment it doesn't. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe for deep dives into the systems that broke. There's a new collapse worth understanding every month. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.